Have you ever woken up with that stiff, nagging pain in your neck or shoulders that just won't go away? Maybe it starts as a small ache, but turns into something that makes turning your head or lifting your arms feel like a chore. You're not alone. For so many of us over 65, neck and shoulder pain have quietly crept into our daily lives, whether from years of poor posture, old injuries, or simply the wear and tear that comes with time. It's not just about discomfort either. That tension can affect how you sleep, how you drive, how you cook, and even how much you enjoy your day. Some folks shrug it off, thinking it's just part of aging. But here's the truth. While it may be common, it doesn't have to be your new normal. There are simple, gentle movements you can do, right from your own home, that help loosen those tight muscles, ease the tension, and bring back a surprising amount of comfort and mobility. No special equipment, no gym memberships, no complicated routines. Just a few minutes a day, a little consistency, and some patience with your body. Today, I want to guide you through a few easy exercises you can try, even if you've never done anything like this before. You don't have to be flexible or strong. You just need a quiet space, a chair if you like, and a willingness to try. Let's start with something incredibly gentle, because when your neck or shoulders are already sore, the last thing you want is to push them too hard. This first one is about releasing tension from your neck, especially the muscles on the sides and back that often tighten up when we're feeling stressed or sitting too long. All you need to do is sit comfortably, either on a chair with your feet flat on the floor or on the edge of your bed. Sit up just a little taller, not stiff, just gently upright, and take a deep breath in. Now slowly tilt your head to one side, like you're trying to bring your ear toward your shoulder. No need to actually touch it. Just go until you feel a nice stretch along the side of your neck. Hold that for a few seconds, maybe the count of 5, and gently bring your head back to center. Then go the other way. You don't need to rush or force anything. It's not about going far. It's about being kind to your muscles. The goal is to let your body know it's safe to let go. Now, from that same seated position, try slowly turning your head to look over your right shoulder. Pause, then come back to center, then to the left. Again, don't yank or twist. This is a slow, thoughtful movement. You might notice one side feels stiffer than the other. That's perfectly normal, especially if you tend to favor one side when you sleep, drive, or use your phone. These small neck movements help increase blood flow to tight muscles, which brings in oxygen and helps flush out the stuff that causes that sore, tight feeling. The more often you do them, without overdoing, the more your muscles begin to release their grip. Let's add the shoulders in now. This next movement is so simple, you've probably done it before without realizing it. Just roll your shoulders. That's it. Bring them up toward your ears in a slow shrug, then roll them back and down, like you're making a big, slow circle with your shoulders. Breathe as you do it. Maybe inhale as they rise, and exhale as they drop. Shoulder rolls are wonderful because they help wake up the muscles across your upper back and chest, places that tend to get really tight, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting, watching TV, or reading. These muscles can actually pull on your neck, causing pain without you even realizing they're the culprit. Now, if you're up for a little more, there's one more movement I'd like you to try. It's called a shoulder squeeze, and it's as easy as it sounds. From that same seated position, gently pull your shoulder blades toward each other, like you're trying to pinch a pencil between them. Hold for a few seconds, then relax. You'll feel the muscles across your upper back working a bit. And that's a good thing. These are the muscles that support your posture and help take the burden off your neck. It's funny how just a few small movements can start to bring real relief. And while none of this is magic, what is magical is how the body begins to respond when we treat it gently and consistently. You may not feel like much has changed the first time you try these, but do them for a few days in a row, and you might be surprised by how much looser and lighter you feel. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. Some days your body might feel a little stiffer, or you might not have the energy to do the full set. That's okay. The goal here isn't perfection. It's progress. And even the smallest progress counts. Let's keep going. Because once we start taking better care of these shoulders and neck muscles, we often uncover just how much tension we've been carrying around without realizing it. If you're still with me, chances are you're already feeling a little more in tune with your body. Maybe you're realizing just how much tension we hold without even noticing. It sneaks in during the day, when we hunch over the table, lean into the TV, or crane our necks while looking down at our phones or reading glasses. All of these habits build up over time, and our muscles start to feel like they're stuck in place. But just a little mindful movement each day really can make a difference. Let's build on what we started with earlier and take that relief a little deeper. This time, we'll focus on gently loosening the muscles that sit just on the base of the skull and across the tops of the shoulders. These are often the ones that feel like knotted cords when you're stressed or tired. Here's a very simple one you can do with just your hands. While seated or standing, place your fingertips right at the base of your skull, just where your head meets your neck. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently press your fingertips in and slightly up, like you're giving yourself a little stretch or massage. Then very slowly tilt your chin toward your chest, feeling a soft lengthening to the back of your neck. Hold that for a few seconds, and then come back up. You don't have to press hard. This isn't about forcing anything. It's about coaxing those tight spots to soften. This is a great move to do if you get headaches too, because that tension at the base of the skull can often radiate upward. Now, while we're still seated or standing, let's try something a little different. A movement that opens the front of the chest and gives your shoulders a chance to breathe, literally. Interlace your fingers behind your back, or if that's uncomfortable, you can just rest your hands behind you on your hips or lower back. Gently pull your shoulders back and down and lift your chest slightly, like you're standing tall and proud. Then take a deep breath in, expanding your chest, and slowly exhale. Let that breath move right through those stiff areas. This stretch does more than just help with tight shoulders. It also encourages better posture. And posture, especially as we get older, plays a huge role in how our neck and shoulders feel. When we slouch, everything up top starts working overtime just to keep our heads up. But when we realign, even slightly, it gives those overworked muscles a break. Speaking of breaks, here's one you can do anytime throughout the day, whether you're watching TV, doing dishes, or waiting for the kettle to boil. Just gently shrug your shoulders up to your ears, hold for a second or two, and then drop them down like you're letting go of a heavy backpack. Sometimes, we don't even realize how high our shoulders are riding until we consciously let them fall. That act of letting go is powerful, not just physically, but emotionally too. Pain has a way of making us hold our breath, tense up, and brace ourselves without even realizing it. But movements like these help remind your nervous system that you're safe, that it's okay to relax, and that help is here. Now, if you're comfortable standing, and only if your balance feels steady, try this next one. Stand near a wall or the back of a chair in case you need support. Gently roll your shoulders back, then slowly begin to circle your arms, one at a time, like you're painting slow, wide circles in the air. Start small, then make them a little bigger if that feels good. You can also try moving your arm forward and back, like you're swinging it while walking. This helps reintroduce natural movement into the shoulder joint, which can get stiff from disuse. It also gently strengthens the muscles around your shoulder blade, the ones that help stabilize and support your arms. You might hear a few gentle pops or cracks as things loosen up. That's usually just air in the joints and nothing to worry about, as long as it doesn't come with sharp pain. All of these movements can be done at your own pace. You don't need to count reps or set a timer. Just listen to your body. If something feels good, stay with it a little longer. If something feels off or painful, skip it or ease up. You're not trying to fix your body. You're working with it like a friend. And like any good friendship, that takes patience, respect, and consistency. Even if you only do 1 or 2 of these exercises each day, that's still a win. The body responds to repetition, not intensity. It's not about how hard you push. It's about how often you show up. And while we're talking about showing up, this is also a great time to remind yourself that taking 5 or 10 minutes for gentle movement is not selfish. It's essential. You've spent years taking care of others, working hard, managing households, and showing up for friends and family. Now it's your turn to tune in to what your body needs. You're never too old to start feeling better. You're never too stiff to start moving again. And you're never too far gone to experience relief. Let's keep going. Because every stretch, every breath, every moment of stillness you offer your neck and shoulders brings you one step closer to living more freely and comfortably. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, drop a number 1 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you won't miss future videos. Your support means a lot and helps us keep creating content to inform and inspire. Now, let's keep going. Now that your shoulders and neck have started to loosen up, let's focus on some finishing touches, gentle, comforting movements that wrap everything together and leave you feeling relaxed and refreshed. These are the kinds of exercises that don't just relieve pain in the moment. They help you build a habit of comfort. Think of them like brushing your teeth, but for your muscles. Let's begin with something that often gets overlooked, the upper back. We don't always realize it, but tightness in the upper back can pull on the neck and shoulders, creating a chain reaction of discomfort. One of the easiest ways to relieve that tension is by doing a seated or standing twist. Sit upright in a chair, feet flat on the ground. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh, and your left hand either behind you on the seat or resting lightly on your hip. Gently turn your upper body to the left, not forcefully, just like you're trying to glance over your shoulder, and take a slow, deep breath. Then exhale and return to center. Switch sides and do the same on the other side. This little movement helps to release tension to the spine and rib cage, and often you'll notice that your breathing becomes easier afterward. It's almost like giving your body room to expand again. Another helpful exercise is what I like to call the neck glide. It may look a little funny at first, but it can really help relieve that forward head posture many of us get from reading, watching TV, or using a phone. Sit up nice and straight. Then slowly draw your chin straight back, as if you're making a double chin, but without tilting your head. Hold for a second or 2, then release. You'll feel the stretch at the base of your neck. And with each repetition, it helps bring your head back into alignment with your spine. This one's great for reducing the stress that collects between the shoulders, especially if you've been sitting for long periods. Just remember, it's a gentle motion. No jerking or forcing. You're nudging your body back into its natural rhythm. Now, a lot of people ask, how do I keep this from coming back? And that's such a good question. The truth is, no exercise is magic if we go back to old habits. So in addition to these movements, pay attention to your daily posture, especially when sitting. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed, your feet grounded, and your head level. If you find yourself slouching, don't scold yourself. Just gently realign and move on. It's about awareness, not perfection. And if you spend time on your phone or tablet, bring the screen up to eye level instead of bending your neck down. It might feel awkward at first, but your neck will thank you later. Little things like that, done every day, can prevent the pain from creeping back in. Also, hydration is something many people don't connect with muscle stiffness, but it plays a role. Muscles and joints need water to stay supple, so be sure you're sipping throughout the day. Your body is constantly renewing itself, and water helps it do that more smoothly. If you're someone who likes warm showers or baths, you can use that time as a cue to do some of these exercises. Let the warm water soften your muscles. Then spend just a few minutes doing slow shoulder rolls or gentle stretches before you dry off. That's a lovely way to end the day, or start it. And of course, be mindful of your body signals. If something doesn't feel right, if a movement causes sharp pain or dizziness, it's perfectly okay to stop. There's no prize for pushing through discomfort. In fact, healing often happens faster when we work with the body instead of trying to conquer it. You might be surprised how just 5 or 10 minutes a day of these simple movements can create real change. Imagine waking up without that familiar stiffness, reaching into the cupboard without wincing, or lying down at night without your shoulders feeling like they're carrying bricks. It's not a dream. It's absolutely within reach. Remember, aging doesn't mean giving up comfort or mobility. It means being wiser about how we care for ourselves. You've earned the right to feel good in your body. And that starts with listening, moving gently, and giving yourself the kind of attention and kindness you so often give others. Every stretch, every breath, every small action you take matters. Even if it feels slow at first, know that you're planting seeds that will grow into ease, strength, and better days ahead. Be patient with yourself. Your body is listening, and it's ready to respond with more comfort, more lightness, and more freedom. So keep these exercises in your back pocket. Use them when you wake up before bed, or anytime you need a break during the day. Over time, they'll become second nature, just a part of how you care for your body with love and respect. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to move freely. And you deserve to enjoy every day with less pain and more peace. Keep going. You're doing wonderfully. Live your best life at every age. You've got this. Thanks so much for spending time with the Eunoia Grace community today. We'd really love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Let us know one thing you learned today and how you might apply it in your own life. Your insights mean a lot to us, and reading your thoughts always gives us a boost of energy and inspiration. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it too. Your support truly helps us keep going and create content that informs and uplifts. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.